idea of rebirth expands the canvas of our lives, and one perspective it reminds us that the world existed before. Heroes emerged in the Puranas. Vishnu and Devas are discovered. In the Puranas, Vishnu sees the Devas and Asuras in internal combat. The Devas feel they are entitled, and the Asuras feel they haven't. They Devas do not share. The Asuras always scare the force of Devas and the counter force of the Asuras. Their alternating victories and defeats keep the world moving. Vishnu sleeps and awakens and smiles, turning the unproductive fight into productive charm whenever he can. As Brahma and his self struggle continuously to control life rather than accept and enjoy it despite Vishnu's numerous interventions. In the Ramayana, Vishnu encounters Ravana, who refuses to give up Sita, even if it means the death of his son and his brother and the burning of his kingdom. In the Mahabharata, Vishnu encounters Yudhishthira, who gambles away his kingdom, his brother, his wife, even his own identity, rather than simply accept defeat. He encounters Duryodhana, who would rather plunge his family into war than will that will kill billions than give up a real point of view. There is pride, jealousy, rage, and the realization of all desires. These patterns are never ending and can be experienced in every society at all times. Idea that life has no beginning, Anadi, and no end, Anant. That our existence has no borders, no starting, no starting or finishing line, stands in direct contrast to modern ideas and based on Greek mythology, where life is like an Olympic race, where we have to. The winners of Greek mythology found a place for themselves in the afterlife called Elysium. In Abrahamic mythology, those who align the will and word of God reach heaven, the rest go to hell. Rebirth takes away the sense of urgency and the quest of perfection that all the hallmarks of the Western thought. The Gita does not speak of changing the world, it speaks of appreciating the world that is always changing. Belief in one life makes us work to change the world, control it, or resign to the way things are. Belief in rebirth enables us to appreciate all the three possibilities without clinging to any. Take psychologically, the idea of rebirth is about having multiple opportunities to break the cycle of fear and find meaning without consuming anyone. When we live only once, the value of our life becomes the sum total of our achievements. Hence, the need to align or achieve, which are the driving forces of the Western thought. In Christianity and Islam, it involves con- conversion to the right way of living. In Greek mythology or secularism, it is about being a hero or either being either winning a race or overthrowing oppressors. In either case, we end up controlling, hence consuming the other. This is entrapment. But when you live many lives and alignments and achievements are rendered meaningless, what matters is wisdom and understanding of why this world exists, why we exist, and why we live again and again. In merry-go-round, when we understand we do not seek control of the other, hence are liberated. We engage in the world but are not entrapped. We are no longer dependent but we stay dependable. Arjuna draws attention to the fact that it is, though, to stay aligned in a single course, howsoever noble. Krishna, what happened to he who strays away strays from the path of insight? Does he loses out on both happiness promised by wisdom and pleasures promised by indulgence? Does he perish like a torn cloud? Bhagavad Gita. Krishna, whatever to who strays from the path of insight, does he loses on both happiness promised by the wisdom and pleasure promised? Krishna replies that nothing is wasted or destroyed in the cosmos. All efforts are recorded and they impact future lives. Knowledge acquired in the past plays a role in the wisdom of future lives. Those unsuccessful in realization in the life will be reborn. Their efforts will not go in waste. They will ensure they are born in a wise family where they can strive again. They will be driven to wisdom and account of memories and impressions of previous lives. By striving through many lives, they untangle themselves to unite with divinity. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 41 to 45, paraphrase. In a way, Krishna is alluding to Yama, the god of death in the Puranas, who has an accountant called Chitru, who keeps the record of all dates. The record determines the circumstances of our future lives, the parents we shall have, the gender we shall acquire, the fortunes and misfortunes we shall experience. How we respond to what we carry forward from our previous lives will determine what we carry forward to our future lives. Escape is possible if there is nothing to carry forward. Arjuna, there are two paths, one of return and one of no return. The wise, the connected know the difference and choose the one of no return. Thus rebirth offers a second chance in Ramayana. Rama's ancestors, the sons of Sagara, are burned to death by the fiery glance of the sage called Kapila because they wrongly accuse him of stealing their house. Their grandsons, Paxindra, who had stolen the horse in the first place to let the celestial river Mandakini flow down on earth as the Ganga, was by waters the son of Sagara get the chance of a second life. Another life is another chance, either to stay entrapped in the cycle of fear or break free by discovering the architecture of the world and observing it without judgment. This is why in Hindu funerals the corpse is first burned and then the bones are cast in the river. Fire and running water represent the two paths mentioned in chapter 8 of Gita, one offering liberation and the other offering entrapment. Arjuna, the two paths are twins, like fire and smoke, the waxing and waning moons, the course of the rising sun towards the north before rains and towards the south after. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 8, verse 24 to 25, paraphrase. Path of rebirth, path of realization, world of wisdom and immortality. This life is not the first time you and I have experienced each other. We have been here before. We have not learned from past experience, but much of life defines explanation and control that life always offers a second chance, and that the world existed before us and will continue to exist after us. As long as we resist reality, we will not discover the immortal and go after lifetime hungry and meaning of validation. Thank you. That's the end of the stream.